Now let's talk about multiplying two-digit numbers by two-digit numbers. So we're going to use the area model to find the product of 20 and 57. Because one of the factors is a multiple of 10, which is an easy number to multiply by, we really only need to break up the 57 into 50 and 7. So now we can multiply 20 times 50, and when we do that, the answer will be 1,000. And then what is 20 times 7? It's going to end up being 140. And then the sum of our two products, 1,000 plus 140, will end up being 1,140. So therefore, that is the product of 20 and 57. It's 1,140. Let's try to multiply another set of two-digit numbers together using the area model. First one that we have, or what we're going to find the product of is 15 times 24. Well, we can break 15 down into 10 plus 5, and we can break 24 down into 20 plus 4. And now multiply each of these numbers together to fill in the rectangles. So 10 times 20 is 200. 4 times 10 is 40. 5 times 20 is 100. And 4 times 5 is 20. And then if we add all of these up, 200, 100, 40, and 20, we will end up getting 360. And that is the product of 15 and 24. Now let's multiply 54 and 23 together using the standard algorithm. So we have 54 times 23. First, we have to multiply 54 by 3 ones. So 3 times 4 gives us 12. So we're going to put the 2 down, and we're going to bring the 1 over to the next column to regroup, because again, this 1 represents the 10 from 10 plus 2, which gives us 12. Then we're going to multiply 3 times the 5 in 50, which is 15, or 150, and then we're going to add this extra 10 more to get 162 as the final product for this one. Next, we have to multiply 54 by 2 tens. So we need to do 20 times 4, which is 80. So we get an 80 here. And then we have 20 times 50, which is 1,000. So when we add 1,080 together, we get 1,080. The last step is to add the 162 that we found from earlier to the 1,080 that we had found in step number 2. And when we add those numbers together, we get a 2 in the ones column, a 14 here. We carry the extra 1, and we'll get a 2 here for that extra 100 that we carried over or regrouped. And then we have 1,000 when we add up the thousands. So the final answer is 1,242. Let's try one more problem with multiplying using the standard algorithm. So we have 422 times 18. Well, 18 consists of 8 and 10, and that is what we are going to multiply 422 by each time. So we have 422 times 8 for the 8 ones in 18, and we also have 422 times 10 from the 18. So let's multiply these out to see what we get. 8 times 2 is 16, which consists of 6 ones and 1 extra 10. So we're going to bring it up to the top of the tens column so that we can regroup. 2 times 8 again is 16, or 20 times 8 is 160. And if I add 10 more to that, it would be 170. So we can put the 7 down from the tens column and carry the 100 over top of the 4 for 400. So now we have 400 times 8, which is 3,200, plus another 100 is 3,300. So 422 times 8 is 3,376. Now let's multiply 422 by the 10 from the 18. So 10 times 2 is 20. And then 10 times 20 will give us 200. And 10 times 400 will give us 4,000. And then if we add these numbers up, we will get 6 plus 0 in the ones column, which is 6, 7 plus 2, or 70 plus 20 with the tens column, and that would be 90. 300 plus 200 is 500, and 3,000 plus 4,000 is 7,000. So our final answer here is 7,596.